As I said before, clearing away, and elsewhere dry and bright. A little bit of wintry sunshine coming through from time to time, and that wintry sunshine will continue on and off throughout the afternoon. Most of it in eastern parts, quite cloudy at times in more western areas, and then late in the day we are going to see more in the way of cloud thickening up in southwestern parts, and that could bring a little mist and drizzle towards evening time. Here are today's temperatures. Another mild day, temperatures 10, 9, 11 degrees, but there is going to be that brisk wind, and that wind is going to take the edge off those temperatures through the afternoon. So to the races, Bangor, Catterick and Wolverhampton, it should be fine. Quite a lot of cloud around though, a little bit of brightness here and there, but a mild day, temperatures around about 10 degrees. Heading into tonight, it is going to be quite murky in many western parts, some drizzly bits of rain here and there, and then late on in the night we're going to see thicker cloud coming into northwestern parts, bringing more in the way of persistent rain into northwestern parts of Scotland and perhaps Northern Ireland later on. It is going to be a mild night, perhaps a chilly evening over in eastern parts, temperatures 3 to 5, but those temperatures will rise through the night, and further west temperatures will fall no lower than 8 or 9 degrees, and that's the way the weather looks.
Let's go!
If you like your Christmas with all the trimmings, BBC One is serving up some delicious treats just for you.
It's done.
Big helpings of fun.
La la la. For friendship.
Merry Christmas. There's going to be something to appetize every palate and tickle everyone's fancy.
Super.
So, look no further this festive season.
I'm going to be giving someone the Grand Canyon. How do I look?
Looks like fun.
It's going to be one BBC of a Christmas here on One.
Good morning and welcome to Wednesday here on BBC One, which starts now with breakfast news and the business breakfast with Sophie Rayworth and Paul Burden.
Good morning and welcome to the BBC's Breakfast News. The headlines this morning: turmoil at the headquarters of English football after the dramatic resignation of the sports chief executive. There are calls for big changes to the way the game is run to rescue England's hopes of staging the World Cup in 2006. A renewed threat of military action in the Gulf as the UN says Iraq is still blocking its weapons inspectors.
Touchdown for Endeavour. One flawless mission completed.
And back to Earth for Endeavour after the first giant step towards an international space station. And now here's Paul Burden with today's business headlines.
Thank you, Sophie. Good morning. The big business stories today, and the other big football story: Newcastle United confirms it is in takeover talks, but keeps the city guessing by refusing to name the suitor. And the Public Finances Watchdog says the then Conservative government lost the taxpayer £1.5 billion by mishandling the sale of Railtrack. And quick look at the markets overnight. The Nikkei in Japan picking up pace somewhat, ahead 77 points, about at 14,088.
There are calls this morning for a shake-up in the way football is run in England. It follows the surprise resignation of the English Football Association's chief executive, Graham Kelly. He stepped down last night over an unauthorised grant to the Welsh FA. The speculation that it may have been linked to attempts to influence the decision about who should host the World Cup in 2006.
For most Brentford fans leaving Griffin Park last night, their side's exit from the FA Cup was of far greater significance than the ructions at Lancaster Gate earlier in the day. But most agreed the scandal wouldn't reflect well on England's bid to stage the World Cup in 2006.
Absolutely, it doesn't look good. Of course it doesn't look good. That's why he's resigned. That's why he's resigned. So there's got to be some sort of inquiry into that sort of thing, hasn't there?